Hi lovelies! I have yet another unboxing to do. This time this is a swap decks parcel, and before I open it I want to tell you a story of how one courier company around here works or doesn't work. So I'm trying to make this short and then open this box, but the box is large. Actually, it contains 2 decks, I think, if I remember correctly. But the main thing is that I expected it to come via the usual route, like the post office and this thing. So when I searched the tracking number, the post office system said it was not their tracking number. So then I started to search where this parcel is, because the time was already as if it would have been around here. So after a little bit of searching, I found where the package was, and by the tracking number I saw that they have attempted to deliver me this, but the parcel had no phone number on it, so they couldn't reach me. So, and they couldn't leave the note because our front door is locked at all times. You can only get in with your own key. We don't have the buzzer, nothing. And the post office workers have their own, like the general key. But the courier companies doesn't. So I saw that the parcel was attempted to deliver, but brought back. I called them, told them my phone number. They said, oh, okay, it will probably not get to you today. It was Friday. Today is Tuesday. And it was on Friday when they told, call us again in the evening, maybe then we can arrange the delivery for the Saturday. So it didn't come. I called them and asked if they could deliver it on Friday. They said, and I saw it in the system, that the driver had the parcel on his truck or the bus. They use those micro buses. I don't know, we call them like that here. I don't know, the small van. So that's not important even, but the driver didn't return the package, and he had it on Friday evening. So they said he will probably bring it to you on Saturday. And they said also that they will contact the driver and they will call me back. Actually, they didn't call me back, and on Saturday afternoon I called again and they said, oh, sorry, we couldn't reach the driver. We are trying again and we are calling to you back. So I waited until evening. They didn't call me back and I called again. So now they told, oh, okay, you can't get it today, it's late, and we can only promise the Monday delivery. Yet the driver still had the package. So I waited for the Monday. I called them again. I looked at the tracking number, and it apparently the driver had returned the package to the warehouse or wherever they keep them. So I called them and I got an answer. Well, the driver has left already. He didn't take the package, and you can't have it today. I was okay. could you please like find out when it's gonna come, and let's make some kind of arrangement. So they again told me they will call me back, which they didn't, and I called myself at the evening again, and then I got the answer. Like every time it was a different person who answered the phone. The last two times, now is the first time, and today morning was the second time, was the same person who was low-key rude. And I asked that, can you please tell me, will I get the parcel tomorrow? Because someone said they will call me back, now they didn't. What's the status of my parcel, etc. And she said, if you have, what's that in English? If you have complaints, you can send them on email, but I don't know why the driver didn't take it. I don't know. Basically, she told me she doesn't know anything. I was like, okay. And at the end, she like asked, will I mark it like on delivery tomorrow? I was like, how can you even ask me that? I can't come there and pick it up myself. So, okay. Today, again, afternoon, I saw that the last movement was on 10th, on the Saturday, when the driver checked it back late evening. So I called them, and as soon as she heard the tracking number, she went all quiet. I could feel, because she was the rude one who I talked last time with, and I felt that she was agitated and couldn't say something. She opened the tracking and saw it like I did, and she just was silent. And then I asked, can you please tell me what's the status of my parcel? And she snapped at me like, I can't tell you anything right now. I have no idea what the status of this parcel is. And then I asked, because I had the homepage of the company open, the chief logistics were listed there by the name and phone number and all contacts. But there were 3. So I asked her, could you please tell me which one of those 3, and I named them by the name, is the chief of the county where I am. And she said, sorry, I can't give you that information, although all the information is on their homepage. She could just say which one of them. So that was it. That was the whole conversation. So then I sat down a little bit, and the person who sent me the parcel asked me right then, have you already got the parcel? I was like, no, but this is really interesting story. And I told her in short what's going on. And she was like, oh my God, how this can even be. But basically, then I looked at the homepage, and I took the CEO, and the chief of the transportation compartment, and I took both of their emails from the homepage, and I wrote the whole story, how I asked, when I asked, and everything. And as the phone calls are recorded, so I added at the end that you can listen to these phone calls yourself, but this is like borderline bad customer service, because all I've gotten was promises and I don't know. But who knows then, because this is the only number you can reach any information about the parcels from. That was about 1 or 2 o'clock. Hour later I got a call. The same chief something called me and said, first person from the whole story that said, I'm sorry that this misunderstanding or mix-up has happened. We will investigate this internally and we will listen to your calls and etc. So how do you want to get your parcel? So I said, like, I just want to receive my parcel. Is that too much asked for? Because you have it already almost for a week now, because they received it last week Thursday. No, Wednesday. So today is Tuesday. This happened, and after that phone call I got an email that they will investigate all this and thanked me that I let them know because they want to improve their customer service and the whole flow of this thing. So I had to aim the highest persons to get anything moving, and here it is. It arrived on, let's say, 4 hours later than after I made that email, and so I got another email that they will let me know and how sorry they are, and they listened to the whole conversations that I had with different customer service people there, and indeed I was promised different days and follow up and back calling or callbacks, and I didn't receive anything. I was a little bit agitated about the snappy one, but other ones were like polite, and I can understand they are just the person behind the phone. They can't see and do things for other people, but you can't say to me that I don't know what's going on with your parcel, or I can't tell you, or if you don't like anything, make a complaint. What? And because I worked as a assistant CEO for a long time, I know how those companies work, and that's why I aimed up high. Because if I send the complaint to the usual, like, information at something.com, then it will never reach the place it should be, because it will be down somewhere in the middle management, and they will like try to patch it up or settle it between themselves. This is how things work around here. And as the companies are usually like maybe 25 office people and workers, so I know if it would be like, I don't know, huge company, I would never send anything to CEO. It's useless. But I know how things work around here, and so I opted to send it to the people who might be concerned how their company is working and what is the impression they are giving to people. So this happened with this parcel, and I have no words about the customer service people lately around here. We had this type of behavior right before the financial crisis, and it totally changed after that. But now I see the tendency of poor customer service again around here. So I've like learned, studied, and took courses and everything in customer service and customer service psychology. So I expect what I have learned, and this is like elementary. I'm not expecting bowing before me and everything, but this happened. And it took me 15 minutes to tell this story, but obviously 5 days to get the parcel from them. And it happened really fast after I had to make that email thing. So let's open this up. And postcard, so pretty. Have fun with the text. I love when people add postcards from their own collections, or I have a suitcase full of postcards, and I can now use them when I swap my decks. So I'm starting with the generic most one, and look at me. First I got the original Rider White, then I got the Pamela Colman Smith Rider White Smith, the Lo Scarabeo, and I'm after German edition of the Albano White, because the US Games one I received, the printed in Italy one, was bad cardstock. I traded that away. I didn't like that cardstock at all. And now, how can I live without, how can I be or call myself, this is bad way of taking this, if you are a beginner or thinking that I can't never like you don't have to get all those decks. This is how I feel, that if I want to call myself collector, I would have this one in my collection. Everyone's seen that. The box is cuter than I thought. It has all the works, the books, and the extras in it. And now I have the Smith White Centennial Edition deck also. I can now call my Rider White, if I get the Albano White also, the German edition, I am expecting better cardstock. So everyone's seen this. Then I'm all golden. And I remember not long ago, because I haven't been on YouTube that long, I stated quite strongly, as I usually do, and then I changed my mind and I'm being all good about it. So I stated that the Rider White I made myself and the German edition I have is all I need. Apparently I changed my mind, and now having 1, 2, 3, 4 with Albano White, it would be 5 different ones. And now for the next, or the second deck. It's packed up real good. Stephen, bright spirit within. Can you imagine I got it in a trade? I was going to buy that eventually. Oh, Stephen's picture here. So cute. This deck for me has like a little bit personal value because I don't know or haven't talked to many deck creators, and Stephen is one and only. I love the feel. Right when I opened it, I have seen flip-throughs and I have seen Stephen's own, like the long introduction review, and also the how to create stories with this deck. I will leave those videos down below so you can go check out those for yourself. At first I thought it was not my cup of tea, but I still wanted to get it, but later. But right as I opened this box right now, I haven't even held this deck for longer than I don't know, 5 minutes, and it instantly made impression. It instantly made this, you know, when you get the deck and you can't talk because you want to see all the images, so it made this oh interesting, and it pulls you right in. Really, really great how simplistic, and yeah, I'm not even showing you, I'm just admiring myself. I will have to look like just here, because I know Stephen, how he looks like, and this card reminds me of him, or his shadow. I haven't seen his shadow, but I make these interesting connections. So real quick, let's see what this deck is telling me, and what can it help me with. Sticky cardstock a little bit. Maybe it cures over time. I think it cures. So, Three of Pentacles. It helps me working with decks, apparently, because I teach people and I usually show different types of how the card is depicted. Then I can add this one in there, because in order to get their imagination and making the connections between cards and seeing the same card in those different depictions and how it's shown, it helps people open their perspective on cards, and also intuition. They start to make connections and search the details on the card that would tell them what card this is, and so they wouldn't have to struggle with remembering or they just know when they see the card, and when the knowing is there, then the readings come much more easily also. So the deck is here to help me work, and I'm taking one more. And Six of Swords, and move towards the sun. I love those simple but the mirrored, or not the mirror, the shadow image down there is pretty too. I think I will edge it. I think, I don't know what color, maybe something from here shade, but yeah, 2 decks, long story, Spirit Within and Pam's commemorative set, and a funny story about customer service. Thank you for watching, and bye!